Now, Greg, when you look at these rosters, both teams have lots of quality players and very deep benches.
And with the pace we see in games, it really helps to have more legs to run. Each of these coaches have a lot of options, so it'll be interesting to see how they play the matchups.
And now the opening lineup for Phoenix. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Ayton is the pivot, and Crowder slides in at the 4. And it's Bridges in at the small forward position. Jackson misses. And so Ayton will bring it up for Phoenix. Bridges with it. He's picked up by Brooks. And the wide open shot from Paul. The three-pointer no good.
Well, the D doesn't seem to be too worried about him from three-point range, and he shows us why still. I expect him to make one of those.
Now, here's Bain. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Brooks.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Outside Crowder. Six to shoot. Here's Booker. Rebounded by Jackson. Memphis has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Outside, Bain. It's Morant in the corner. From deep three-point range, he doesn't hit that one. And Phoenix will come the other way. Now, Greg, a disappointing ending to the playoffs last season, certainly for the Phoenix Suns.
Well, came in the top seed in their conference only to make a second-round exit after a grueling Game 7. So this season might be revenge time for this group.
Al Paul following the miss by John Morant from deep. The 19-foot shot, and he hits the jump shot.
And Chris Paul so comfortable operating in the mid-range.
Grizzlies have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Morant surveying the D, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. That one on Ayton.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
It's his first trip to the line.
Already embracing his role as a leader on this team. Morant brings a strong work ethic and winning mentality to this team.
Now here's Paul. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Ayton kicks to Booker. Good on the triple. And it's a tie ball game.
And this is the type of play where Devin Booker is going to gain a lot of confidence and might start getting aggressive.
Adams sets the pick for Morant. And that one, good.
Yeah, that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
And the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Now here's Paul. Booker outside. Lets the 3 fly. And it's Morant with the rebound. And here's Morant. He'll bring it up for the Grizzlies. Bain passes to Brooks. Paul against Morant. And Ayton throws it down.
Just great hands for Ayton to time that one.
And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter.
Well, it was such a feel-good moment, at least for a little while. Mikal Bridges grew up in Philly, obviously played his college ball there, and his mom was working for the 76ers at the time, so it just felt right as the 10th overall pick in the 2018 draft for him to be a 76er.
Now let's send it over to David Aldridge, who was able to talk with Taylor Jenkins.
Thanks, Kevin. He said when you're going against a team that can dominate like this one inside, you have to really play great help defense, communicate, and double team, but only when it makes sense. It's a little bit of a chess match, but it's a physical one, guys.
Thank you, David. Morant finds Bain.
How about Chris Paul just in the right position, so smart on both ends of the floor?
Bridges attacking. Crowder the pass to Ayton. Unloads from 9. A special move before the shot.
And this guy is a scoring machine. I mean, I know I'm not the only one to describe him that way.
Pass to Bain. Driving inside. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Bain's got 5 points so far.
Yeah, here's a list of things I don't want to do, and right at the top is guard that guy.
Paul passes to Bridges. 30 seconds left to play here in the first. Passes it to Booker. The three. And there's Bridges on the assist by Booker.
Bridges finding his spot, and his team finds him with the ball. Good mechanics there, too.
Outside, Bain. To the paint. Here's Adams. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. The Grizzlies shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game.
And they shot their free throws at a measly 73% clip over the course of last season.
Well, Adams has his struggles at the free throw line, but he's making strides in that area and still has work to do.
Paul with the three, and that one released in time, but no good. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Phoenix.
So far, they've moved the ball well, leading to open, high-percentage looks. Lots of assists in this one.
And they've sort of assumed control of this game with their pressure defensively. They've been into the ball handler. They've done a great job of swarming, so they're creating some turnovers that they're capitalizing on.
Setting the floor for the Suns. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Up it forward, they'll have Bridges and Crowder. And it's Ayton in at center, locking down the middle. And here is Ayton after the three-pointer from Desmond Bain. And here's Booker from the arc. Phoenix keeping it alive with a new 14. Drills the three-pointer. Booker's got 6.
And Jay Crowder moving it to the open man.
And we've played through the first minute here in the second.
Yeah, that's fire right there. Morant practicing for the dunk contest. I see you, young fella.
Paul passes to Booker. Ayton sets the pick for Booker. Another three for Phoenix.
That's pretty much not how they want to defend the three-point line. Somebody's got to shadow him out there.
Poked away. Paul with the steal. And up the court come the Suns on the break. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That one's on Morant.
If Bridges attacks with that kind of force, it's really hard to not foul him.
Greg, we know the league's cracking down on those dangerous plays that risk a player's health. Why was that less of a focus when you play?
That's a great question. I think it's smarter to approach the game this way. We don't want to have unnecessary injury because of guys maybe just taking it a little too far with the physicality.
Now here's Morant. 6 points for him. 4 on the clock. Here's Jackson. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
And that is quickly becoming Jackson's domain. He is such a strong finisher in the paint.
Bridges outside. To the right side. Booker looking around. The pass to Crowder. Over Jackson. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for Memphis. Trailing by 2. And Morant throws it down.
And I'm amazed at Morant's ability to take contact and still stay in full control.
Ball against Morant. Booker outside. He takes it in the hoop for his 4th field goal. 4 for 7 shooting and looking for more.
So tough to guard. Devin Booker combining that range with the handle.
Man, Devin Booker is a true shooter. A walking bucket, always ready to let it fly.
And the proof is right there in the numbers, Greg. I mean, 2 seasons in a row, he's been top 10 in field goal attempts. So he knows how, when, and where to get that ball up.
Now, here's Bain. He's got 8. Jackson finds Morant. Wow, came this close to a 4-point play. He'll head to the line for 3 free throws. And Phoenix with another turnover here. Memphis trailing here. 1:44 left now here in the second. Back to Morant. Left side, Bain. Out to Brooks. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Jackson. A 3 ball. Phoenix grabs the miss. Stolen by Jackson. Morant outside. Offensive rebound. Adams. Ball against Morant. And Morant throws it down.
And how about that display of athleticism by Morant, flying up in the air for the jam.
Booker outside. 50 seconds left in the first half of the game. Morant with it. He's picked up by Paul. And Chris Paul picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. 43 seconds left in the first half. Bain kicks to Morant. Pass to Adams. Crowder with the steal.
And, you know, you could see him bait him into that one. He was just waiting on that pass, and as soon as it came out of the post, he was all over.
Devin Booker knows he's going to get the defense's attention right there, so he relies on being a little bit nimble to get the shot off.
No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2. Memphis has gone 1 of 4 from 3-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Morant right side. And they call the foul, so he's got the and 1 chance here to make it a 3-point play.
And the rugged toughness of Morant. Excellent at fighting through there and capitalizing in style.
Here's Paul. And here's Booker from the arc. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. Thank you, David. And we'll And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. You have to like what you're seeing from Ja Morant.
Ooh, that first half looked like a dunk contest mixtape. Was just destroying the rim.
Yeah, the defense has got to be a little bit embarrassed. There is no reason why he should just be on top of that rim.
Green out there with Williams. Then it's Tyus Jones. And it's Tillman in at the 5, roaming the paint. And that's the group for Taylor Jenkins as we begin the second half. Down low. Craig, good. Craig's got the game tied up here for the Suns.
And Payne just playing eyes-up basketball, seeing that opportunity. Well, you like the role that Cam has accepted as a guy who comes in and gives immediate energy and impact to the offense. He does a little bit of everything, but he certainly is a spark plug.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Payne gets a wide open look. No good on the 3. His versatility has made Payne a valuable second unit guy, don't you think, Brent?
Well, he's a pretty decent package out there. He can score. He likes to get up defensively and bother opposing point guards. So it's that momentum that Campaign can come into the game and begin to turn the tide for his team in their favor.
And you can see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. Now here's Jones. Williams with a clean look, and it's off from three-point range. Johnson, the pass to Shamet. Lets it go with a three. And Jones pulls it down.
Well, that's not a shot he's ever going to pass up, and he shouldn't. Despite the miss, no defender anywhere near him. He's got to shoot that one.
Here's Šarić. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. The shot's good.
And Šarić, just one of those European players that comes over with the fundamentals. Beautiful play there.
Outside, Jones. On the wing, Green. Here's Conchar. Can't get it to fall. The Suns have gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. Taken away by Williams. Tillman passes to Conchar. Nice fake, but the layup off the mark. Phoenix has gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Shamet kicks to Craig. For the lead, driving in, and it's finished off by Payne as he lays it in. And the Suns lead by 2.
Payne, one of those guys like a water bug, just slippery on the inside, and you can't find him.
Jones in the post. Johnson on him. And the basket by Jones.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
Payne passes to Shamet. Craig kicks to Shamet. It's rebounded by Memphis. Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. Here's Conchar. He's covered by Shamet. Just 5 to shoot. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. Williams for 3. Memphis the rebound. Tillman passes to Green, and it's Green with the jam.
Technically not a high flyer, but Green does have a certain power and explosiveness from time to time on full display there.
Payne passes to Craig. Pass to Shamet for the 3. And there's the foul. It's on Cameron Johnson. That is his first foul of the game. So Memphis ends up going with the new group. There's 49 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Morant right side. The drive by Payne.
Very little resistance against that throwdown.
Nope, not what they want to see in a game this close, Greg.
On one side, inspiration. On the other, devastation.
Payne passes to Craig. 24 seconds left in the third. It's tipped. Just 5 on the clock. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
And with that shot, the Grizzly lead is cut down to just 2 points with the bucket from Payne. Morant outside. Outside, Payne. Good, and the nice assist from Morant. Payne's got the lead up to 5 now for the Grizzlies. Here's Shamet. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Grizzlies out in front. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
The passing for the team becoming contagious, this time involving the big.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. On the court now for the Suns, getting going here in the 4th. Ball and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Ayton is the pivot, and Crowder slides in at the 4. And it's Bridges in at the 3. Just 4 to shoot. Booker, no good. And the Grizzlies leading by 5. Morant, that's for 2. It's hauled in by the Suns. Ayton's got 5 rebounds tonight. Kicks it out to Booker. Takes a 3. It's rebounded by Memphis. Adams has got his 5th rebound in this one. And there's the call on Devin Booker. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Now Morant. Outside Jackson. Out to Morant. 5 to shoot. Out of bounds. Phoenix takes possession.
Phoenix ball.
Suns trail by 5. A little over a minute of the 4th quarter gone right now. Booker outside. The dunk and the foul, a powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. Steven Adams picks one up.
Some of the greatest shooters in the game always talk about being on balance. Booker does a great job there. Keeps his eyes on the prize.
Morant with it. About a minute and a half through the 4th quarter now. Can't connect from short range.
He's so good at getting to the rim. Maybe tries to get a little bit too cute with that one. I thought he'd lay it straight up and in.
Now here's Booker to take the lead. And the rebound by Jaren Jackson. Morant with it. He's picked up by Paul. Morant against Crowder. Rejected by Crowder. Here's Booker. And the dunk by Booker.
This isn't all that surprising. Remember, Devin Booker once put 70 up in an NBA contest.
Timeout called, the Grizzlies. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Hey guys, I caught Taylor Jenkins' message to his team. He said, guys, we don't want to play hero ball. We don't want to take threes that aren't there. There are better options when you run the offense all the way through. However, we'll see if they can make that adjustment.
Thank you, David.
And relentless in his attack, Morant is wearing down the defense, putting up some huge numbers here tonight.
Now here's Paul. He kicks it to Booker. Crosses over. Misses the layup.
And that was almost a block. Still did enough to alter the shot.
Yeah, altering the shot just as long as there's a miss, that kind of energy not wasted.
And that's a player with no fear. Jackson steps to the forefront, goes out and gets them a massive bucket.
Bridges outside. And there's the pass to Booker. From outside the arc. And it's Morant with the rebound.
Yeah, not a fan of that one, guys. If he wants to help his team cut into this deficit, he should not be attempting those kind of shots.
That one goes. Count it. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the 4th quarter. Morant's against Paul. Pass to Booker. Bridges outside. Phoenix calls timeout. They're down by 6. 1:22 left in the 4th. .122 left in the 4th quarter. No good from Booker.
Well, after an impressive first half, he's just not been able to get the room or get anything going here in the second.
And Chris Paul picks up the foul. That will get him his 4th foul of the game.
Second team foul.
And here's Morant. Bridges with the steal.
Wow, you watched the defender, and it looked like he knew that was coming. He made a quick play on it to intercept the ball in the passing lane.
Booker outside. There's the triple. Got it. What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
And Booker, not just an onlooker. How about that one?
I think we'll see them burn the clock a bit here.
Yeah, smart move.
Here's Morant. And then Morant slams it in.
A huge shot from Morant. Wow, you see why they put the ball in his hands in those situations.
Now here's Booker from deep. It's good. And he has brought them to within 2 points.
Remember that one. Guys, a difference maker.
I'm wondering, is that the biggest shot of the game?
Jackson a screen on Paul. Grant, count it.
Give them credit. They've worked hard all game, now looking to finish it.
No, great job of getting in position to win a game. It's been an all-out effort from the squad.
Booker with a deep 3. It's in. And that shot brings them to within just 1.
Bottom line, you need shooters on your team who can space the floor.
Well, there's no doubt he's a legitimate threat from downtown, and he's demonstrating that in this game.
That's right. No other option but to foul and look for some misses.
And a tough break is his second attempt at the line. No good.
The confidence Morant has in himself is impressive. He brushes pressure off like it's nothing.
And the Suns call time. Guys, what do you think?
Yeah, tough situation here, but they do have enough time to get a catch and shoot. It's going to have to be very quick, but they do have time.
So a close game sees Memphis take this one. What a show they put out here at home.
are teams here that know a thing or two about ball movement, Grant.
Yeah, they really do. I mean, there's a great feel that these teams play with. Two of the smartest teams in the league. They focus on sharing the basketball and keeping everyone involved. This is a matchup for the purist.
All right, now the opening lineup for Phoenix. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Bridges and Crowder holding down the forward spots. And it's Ayton in at the 5. Shot is good by Edwards.
Well, the defense trying to throw Edwards off with some contact, but he smartly stays focused on his shot.
Here's Paul. Now here's Bridges. Pass to Booker. 5 to shoot. Nails it from 3.
I really love seeing Booker score off the ball. He shows his understanding for spacing and when to put up a shot.
Now here's Edwards. Over Booker. Stolen by Bridges. And he lobs it up top.
You know, not every player can make that kind of a pass. I mean, Paul makes it look easy, but it takes really tremendous vision and timing to execute that.
Well, these Suns have had a successful...
What a throwdown! Watch out now. Look out below. Edwards rising to the raft.
Outside Booker. Almost 2 minutes into the first here. And stolen by Edwards. And here we go, the Timberwolves on the run. Here's Russell. Towns up top. Jacks up a 3. That falls. Nice assist by Russell.
Among big men, Towns is one of the very best spot-up shooters there is, and very consistent on the catch-and-shoot jumpers.
Paul passes to Bridges. Pass to Booker. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. And Clark, how about the progress of the Timberwolves?
Love what they've done, B.A. They put the pieces in place to be a playoff regular and still the youth to grow in the long term. That's a nice combination, especially when you look at a guy like Anthony Edwards. He's special.
Productive trip to the line. He doesn't like to leave points on the table.
Here's Edwards. Outside for Russell. And he banks in the layup.
Well, I think the more Russell looks to score from there, guys, the more dangerous he becomes.
First quarter of basketball. Just over 2.5 minutes played so far. Here's Booker. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. It's going to be on Karl Anthony Towns.
Well, that was clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there, earned those free throws.
Both free throws good from Booker.
Something you can't put a price tag on, the Minnesota Timberwolves gained last season. Playoff experience, young guys getting accustomed to the crucible of postseason play. Extremely valuable.
Towns can't get it to go. Ooh, Gobert with a steal. Down low. Crowder with a steal. Stolen by Russell. And now the T-Wolves on the break. And it's powered home by Towns.
Well, I don't think I've ever seen a lack of effort from Towns on the glass. He is a glass eater and keeps possessions alive for his team.
Paul finds Bridges. A minute 39 left in the first quarter of the game. Pass to Booker. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And he lobs it up to the rim. Stolen by Ayton. It's tipped. Oh, it's stolen by Towns. Fires the 3. The rebound by Bridges. It's Booker on the wing. That's tipped. Stolen by Russell. Fast break, Minnesota. They double him with Crowder. Russell to pass to Towns. From the arc. Another miss by Minnesota. So, Clark, would you say playoff experience also raises your regular season play?
I don't think there's any question about it, B.A. I never had a chance in my short career to play in the playoffs, but I covered a bunch of them as a broadcaster. There's a different electricity. There's a different intensity. There's a different feel in the locker room. You learn not to back down. You learn to work through adversity, and you learn to play under pressure. He does not lack for confidence, and he shouldn't. I mean, this guy is a dangerous scorer.
Outside Booker. Another three for Phoenix.
A legit sniper from downtown. Booker rises up with such ease from beyond the arc.
Towns passes to Gobert. Outside Russell. And he converts the layup. Russell's got his second basket of the game.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
Now Paul, still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him. Booker for three. Another three for Phoenix.
And this is what they depend on Booker to do. Such a versatile, confident scorer.
Russell from outside. Tips it. And it's good. But hang on here. The officials may want to take a look at it on the replay monitor. And it looks like they are.
The previous play is under review.
Did he get the basket off in time or not?
While this call may not decide the game, you always prefer to get it right.
Yeah, and the NBA Replay Center in Secaucus is queuing up the footage for the officials on the floor. On the new process.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And the ruling is in. The call stands. No bucket. Devin Booker. He's feeling it tonight. He's been the driving force for the Suns. An insane quarter. No one could stop him. We'll be back in a moment. And getting it going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. All right, guys, what do you think so far on the offensive approach for Phoenix?
You know, right from the start, it seemed they got hot from three-point range, pulling apart the defense and racking up the points, too.
Another thing they're doing well early on is passing the ball, spreading it around the floor and feeding guys who are well set up to score.
Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. And it's Russell in at the point guard position. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the T-Wolves. Russell to pass to Towns. Add that to his line. Now 3 for 6.
When you talk about guys that can score from all three levels, I think Big Cat is right at the top of that list, especially if you condense it to just big guys. He can do it facing up or with his back to the goal.
Crowder outside to the wing, right side. 5 on the clock. Crowder a screen on Russell. Here's Paul. Oh, and Towns with the block.
You know, one thing they can count on from Towns on the defensive end is block shots. He does not like to give up a clean look.
Phoenix has gone 3 of 4 from distance in this game.
And it didn't take long for Phoenix to match the offer sheet Ayton signed with the Indiana Pacers. Now, there was talk they might let Ayton walk after that fallout during their playoff exit. But Phoenix knew they needed to keep Ayton to remain a contender. Put your head down and go to work. That's what they need to do.
Yeah, these teams trading punches right now. I mean, it's table tennis. Back and forth we go.
And Gobert with the stuff.
Capable of finding his open guys. Edwards getting better at improving his overall floor awareness. Nice to see.
Outside Paul. And there's the foul. It's on Rudy Gobert. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Here's Booker. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. Rudy Gobert picks one up.
An active shooter. Booker is clever in finding ways to attract fouls on the way up.
And when you're trying to slow down a top scorer, often the game plan is to get physical. Grant, you would know better than anybody. What's it like in the trenches here?
Well, B.A., it's interesting. I mean, it can wear on you. It's a mental challenge. When you're in the trenches trying to slow down a great offensive player, it really becomes a battle of wills. You have to stay focused. You have to be disciplined. And most importantly, you just cannot take a play off and allow a great player to get going. And they're just one foul now away from the penalty.
Yep, the next one puts them on the line, so they've got to be careful the rest of the way.
Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Crowder a screen on Edwards. Booker the pass to Paul. And he's in the books. Now 1 for 2.
Paul has tremendous experience, and he's figured out ways at 6 feet tall how to score in the paint effectively and often.
And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. The first free throw is good. He does not get the second one.
Hey, like a lot of guys, Edwards rides momentum as a player. When his confidence is soaring, so is his activity level.
Outside Paul. Back to Bridges. Outside Paul. Off target with the 3.
And, you know, the defense to me looked like they were okay to let him prove he could make that shot.
Jaden McDaniel. Second personal foul. 4th team foul.
There's a minute 47 left to play in the first half. Up top, Booker, guarded by Edwards.
When you're trying to score the ball, the last person you want to see coming at you is Rudy Gobert.
And it's Russell on the drive. No stopping him there. Jams it in, and he's fouled. An opportunity at a three-point play. It's going to be on DeAndre Ayton. And so here's Phoenix. They trail by 1. Outside Paul. Pass to Booker. The kick out to Paul. From deep. And they recover it. No good on the shot. Now Minnesota takes it the other way. No question, this offense has some firepower.
And they're looking very confident in all that they're doing right now.
Gobert finds Towns. The Suns clear it. Ayton with it. Well, no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Booker against Edwards. It's blocked by Gobert.
A rangy defender with great defensive timing. I mean, why do you think they call Gobert the Stifle Tower?
Boy, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Hey, I don't care what he lacks in height. You have to box him out. He's got a nose for the ball, and he's fearless pounding the glass.
Here's Paul. Got it. 2 for 5 now.
You know, guys, that's what he does. He just loves to play that kind of attacking basketball.
6-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Gobert with a screen on Crowder. Towns for 3, and Ayton pulls it down. Ayton's got 4 rebounds now.
Minnesota foul. D'Angelo Russell. First personal foul. 15 foul.
First free throw is good.
Two shots.
He's perfect from the line this time. The Timberwolves have gotten 6 of 9 attempts to go in the second. Looking good. It's Edwards on the wing. He's got 9. Drills it from deep.
Yeah, you know, once Edwards flips that switch, now he stays fully engaged. His offensive arsenal is on full display.
Here's Shamet. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. All right, Allie, thanks for that. Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. Boy, we're seeing a tremendous game from Devin Booker.
Yeah, they've done an amazing job of creating room to operate for him. And then, of course, executing.
You know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
Kicking off the second half, here's Monty Williams 5. They've got Torrey Craig. Dario Saric is out there with Jay Crowder. And then it's Landry Shamet. And it's Lee in a 2-guard. Here's Shamet. Offline with a 3. Minnesota in the lead. And the Suns making a change here. Johnson's checked in.
First team foul. Sun substitution.
Gobert finds Edwards. It's McDaniels on the wing. Now here's Edwards. Defense is right there. And it's in there. Towns has got 9 points.
Oh, fantastic adjustment on the shot against tight defense.
Here's Shamet, guarded by Russell. Pass to Lee, and the ball out of play. The Timberwolves will have it.
Well, I think that pass caught him off guard, but he showed us board hands, too.
And it's a completely new group for the Suns. Timberwolves shooting very well, 62%, and going right at the defense. Right side, Russell. And here's Edwards outside. That shot's good. Russell making the play. Russell's got 3 assists now in this one. And here's Paul. Bridges outside. Beyond the arc. Knocks it down from distance. 6 points for him.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Here's Russell. Here's Towns. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
You know, when he referred to himself as the greatest big man shooter of all time, Karl Anthony Towns certainly raised some eyebrows and sparked some debate in the NBA fraternity.
You know, with Towns, there's no doubt he's a lethal shooter from downtown.
Well, the numbers don't lie, man. This guy, B.A., has been around 50, 40, and 80 throughout his career. 50% field goals, 40% 3, and 80% free throws. Tell me how many big guys can match up with those numbers. Very few.
And there's the foul. It's on D'Angelo Russell. That's foul number 2 for him.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
Heads up action there. Reading the play and then beating him to the spot. Well done.
Shot on the wing. Paul's shot is off.
Almost too wide open there. That's like a warm-up jumper for him.
Outside McDaniels. Towns has got room. No luck on that one. So Phoenix will take it the other way. Ayton passes to Bridges. Back to Ayton. Russell against Paul. Up and over Russell. Offensive board. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Suns. Phoenix is gone. Only 1 of 3 from deep here in the third. Outside Booker. Bridges right side. Fires for 3. And there's Booker. That one's good. On the assist by Bridges.
No question. Booker excels at finding shots. He can be a real point machine.
Here's Edwards. Double clutches. And he sinks the layup. Edwards has got 5 points now this quarter.
You know, he didn't need to make the layup complicated. I mean, it's not a trick shot contest, but he decided to go for a little extra flavor on that one.
And Ayton gets it to go.
Yeah, when you let Ayton get the ball close, it's over. DeAndre is just too skilled.
And he's going for the oop here. Alley-oop up top, hammer it home.
The great read between those two guys. The defense didn't stand a chance, B.A.
These two teammates right here, Grant, they are connected.
And I tell you what, guys, that's a big play to make in a close game. Potential momentum builder there.
And now the T-Wolves on the break. Russell, the pass to Edwards. That shot's good. Russell making the play. Russell's got his 4th assist in this one. There's 57 seconds left in the third. And Booker puts up a deep 3. And the Suns get another 3.
Proving how lethal he can be. Booker's confidence serves as a catalyst for him, draining long shots.
McDaniels a screen. Towns for 3. McDaniels. And he can't get that one. Phoenix has gotten 7 of 12 three-point attempts to fall. Here's Crowder. Uses the glass on the layup. And it's now only a 1-point Timberwolves lead.
Yeah, these teams are playing with incredible energy.
Perhaps the case simply that some kind of motivational speeches at halftime got both of these teams fired up.
Towns passes to Gobert. McDaniels with it. Here's Towns. 10 points for him. Shot clock at 5. The putback. It's good on the putback. Gobert's got 6.
Just an aggressive move by Gobert, protecting the possession and getting the second chance look.
Booker fires from way outside. Misses the trade. And the game's still closely contested as we end the third quarter. Timberwolves ahead. They lead by 3. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist to the game.
And from the 2-guard spot, an unselfish play like this, it sets a fantastic tone.
That's right. I mean, that's not his primary duty, but when the situation calls for it, he can do it and does it well.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. The backcourt, it's Russell and Edwards. Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. And it's McDaniels in at the small forward position. So that's the Timberwolves 5.
First team foul.
Phoenix on D. Edwards, the pass to Towns. Pulls up on the wing. Yes! He nails it! And the Timberwolves lead by 2.
Entering the league already with a good jump shot, Towns has improved his leg strength. That gives him even more consistency on that J of his.
For 3, Booker. Yes! And it's Paul with the assist that time. Booker's got 6 points in the quarter.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident too. As a matter of fact, I mean, if you're stacking up threes the way he is, I mean, he's doing all his work from behind the arc.
Gobert passes to Edwards. Back to Gobert. Banked it in off the glass.
Cutting into this lead. They're well within striking distance.
Boy, time to tighten it up on defense. A stop here would be huge.
Outside Booker. It counts! And the foul! It's on Anthony Edwards.
Oh, even in a bad situation, Booker has finesse. Works around the foul with grace instead of power.
The Timberwolves have gone 2 of 3 to open the fourth quarter. Outside Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Boy, the athleticism of Edwards is something to behold. Love watching him sky up to throw it down.
Ayton, the screen on Russell. Up top, Paul, guarded by Russell. Paul passes to Booker. And there's the call on Devin Booker. That'll be a second foul of the game.
Tough one. In a game where every possession is valuable, turnovers can make the difference.
The Timberwolves have gone 3 of 4 in the fourth and looking confident on offense. Outside for Russell. Outside Edwards. Just 5 to shoot. It's hauled in by the Suns. Ayton's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Bridges passes to Ayton. Out to Bridges. Outside Booker. Crowder, a screen on Edwards. For 3, Booker. Rudy Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Edwards. Here's the second effort. Outside McDaniels. Pass to Edwards. Deflects the pass. Stolen by Booker. And they go to the intentional foul.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
Outside Booker. Right wing. Paul with it. Russell covering. And here's Crowder from the arc. It's good. The assist that time from Paul. Paul's got 6 assists in the game.
This has been their game plan here in the final period. We'll see if it continues to work out.
You know what? Teams can get a little three-happy down the stretch sometimes, letting it fly.
And the ball out of play. The Suns will have it.
Oh, that certainly could be costly. In a close one, those kinds of mistakes can really give the other team momentum.
1:35 left to play in the fourth. Edwards against Booker. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. It's on Anthony Edwards.
And even with the stakes this high, I wouldn't bet against Booker. He has this shot really dialed in.
And the second free throw, no good. Tough break there. The Timberwolves trail. The 3 ball. Edwards can't hit.
You know, to cut deficits, you got to be making smart basketball plays out there. Taking care of the ball. It's not done by hoisting up bonehead threes like that.
Paul. And the layup is good off the glass.
This is when some players pull in and tighten up a bit, but if you're talking about CP3, this is when it becomes fun for him.
Here's Edwards. Oh, Booker with a block. And he's able to get it back. Here's Gobert. Second chance shot. Ayton with the defensive effort.
Well, he's much better than that. Really no excuse for missing that lay.
Outside Booker. 32 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. From deep. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert.
And right here, they can't waste any time.
No, you need a quick bucket and then a quick foul.
Here's Edwards. Money. And now they trail by just 4.
Boy, how about the strength of Edwards? Confident at taking on defenders and finishing.
Now here's Paul.
Come get it. Come get it.
So it's the Suns taking the W in a close one. Allie, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks.
Thanks for joining us here on 2K Sports. Veteran players are well represented, Greg, in this one. And all that experience on the court only adds to the intrigue.
Yeah, and it should make for a more polished game overall. More discipline, less mistakes, just high IQ basketball.
So the opening lineup for the Suns. Ball and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Up at forward, they'll have Bridges and Crowder. And it's Ayton in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Down to 5 on the shot clock. It's Crowder on the wing. Fires the three. Rebound, Kawhi Leonard.
Great perimeter D. Gave a good shooter absolutely no room to operate.
Bridges with the steal. Crowder dishes to Paul. Crowder inside. Defended by George.
And for Jay Crowder, nothing has been given to him. He fights and he competes.
George with the screen on Paul. Over in the corner, Zubac. And the three off target. And it's Paul with the ball for the Phoenix Suns. Ayton trying to break free. The 17-footer goes down.
A solid shooter. Once CP3 sees available space, he's going to take that shot.
Smitty, expectations have been so high for this Clippers team in recent seasons with the addition of Kawhi and the addition of Paul George and the other great parts around him.
They've got a lot of terrific players, Kevin. On paper, they look playoff ready. So those expectations aren't so misplaced.
And dunking the ball is just second nature to Ayton. With the right positioning, he's a threat to throw it down.
Wall, no luck.
He is so good attacking the rim. It's rare to see him denied like that.
Stolen by George. And now the Clippers on the break. And Wall with the slam.
Because of George's strong defensive instincts, he's able to consistently disrupt opponents.
Now here's Paul. Booker left side. Passes it to Ayton. Good. A nice assist from Booker. Ayton's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Sweet find there by Booker. All eyes on him with the ball. And Devin understands that. Has a nice feel for giving up the rock.
And the shot goes in.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
No excuse. You have to be aware. He should be on your radar all the time.
Here's Booker. Kawhi Leonard making his last shot. Ayton kicks to Booker. Just 5 to shoot. No good from outside. Got the defender off his feet with the pump fake, but couldn't knock it down. George, he dreams the quick shot.
Talented, driven. He puts constant pressure on your defense.
Now Paul. On the wing, Booker. Three-pointer. The Clippers grab the miss.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the three.
Letting it all hang out when George takes flight. Just enjoy the show.
Here's Paul. The Clippers getting the bucket. Outside, Crowder. Pass to Booker. Stolen by George. Oh, Leonard in position. Ayton attacking. And Ayton throws it down.
And this is what you love about Ayton. Highly skilled. He can face you up, then take you off the bounce.
Zubac finds Leonard. Back to Zubac. The shot by George, wide open, and no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. And the shot's good from Crowder.
Showing he's not just a perimeter threat. Crowder attacking the heart of that defense.
Outside, George. On the wing, Morris. George passes to Zubac. Paul can't get it to go.
I'll tell you what, I think he thought that was going in. I sure did.
And again, it's the Clippers missing. Booker outside. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And that does it for the first quarter. Phoenix ahead. They're... And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And a chance now to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for Phoenix.
For me, they're turning defense into offense, creating opportunities by taking the ball away. Great effort.
And you can't turn it over against this team. That's a recipe for disaster, and we're seeing the results of that.
On the court right now, second quarter starting for the Suns. Ball and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Ayton is the pivot, and Crowder slides in at the 4. And it's Bridges in at the small forward position. Now here's Booker. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Bounce pass from Bridges. From downtown, that's good from Booker on the assist by Ayton.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
How often do we see this these days? Clubs answering each other from range.
Here's Leonard. He has 5. Here's George driving the lane. Booker pulls it in.
And you're just not going to see him do that very often. Usually when he rises up, there's a guarantee it's going down.
And the shot's good from Crowder.
And even if you risk a foul, the D has to play him tougher when he gets it that deep.
And if you don't, they keep finding the matchup every time up the floor.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And Kawhi Leonard with multiple finals MVPs, putting him in elite company.
GA, not many guys have done it ever. The only other current players, KD and LeBron. That should tell you just how special the Claw is.
When you think of backcourt offenses in general, Greg, how critical is ball and player movement to a team's success?
Kevin, unless you have incredible isolation scores, it's essential. Even then, keeping the defense rotating and reacting is the best way to create open looks and offensive rebound opportunities.
Now, here is George. Here's Wall. Out to Morris. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. Wall attacking. Zubac controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Oh, what terrific hustle. He's got a nose for the rebound.
Craig, he's ferocious when the ball goes up. Paul dishes to Booker. Bridges outside. Pass to Ayton. Booker outside. From past the arc. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Leonard with the screen on Paul. In the corner, George with it. Kicks it out to Leonard. George against Booker. Back to Leonard. Bridges with the steal. Oh, Ayton in position. And that's going to be a travel. Clippers trail by 3. And Chris Paul picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
About 3 minutes played so far in the second quarter. Leonard kicks the Wall.
2 minutes remaining.
George passes to Leonard. And then Leonard with the dunk.
Excellent pass, PG-13, keeping his eyes up, using his vision.
Booker dishes to Paul. Outside Crowder. And the pass to Booker. 6 on the shot clock. And it's good off the back rim and in. Booker's got 5 points so far.
And what a baller Booker is, capable of torching you from any spot on the floor. And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
You know what another option is? Just give the ball up. Let someone else make a play.
Now Bridges. Paul George missing from long range. And Ayton throws it down.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
He rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish. And Wall kicks to Leonard. He hangs. He lays it in. Leonard's got 8 here in the quarter.
And just taking pride in being their leader, these passes show Wall wants to make his teammates better.
Ball outside. Here's Booker. It's hauled in by George. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. And Wall. Here we go now. And Wall with the slam.
At times, Wall can be so explosive here, playing downhill, and then just sails over the defense for the dunk.
Now here's Booker. He has 5. Bridges outside. Booker finds Bridges. Ayton inside. Kicks it out to Booker. Bridges trying to free himself up. And Ayton stays with it. He's got 10.
And using that 7'5" wingspan, putting it back off the miss. 1 of 8.
Thanks, David. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. DeAndre Ayton has been sensational.
And he's been a monster in this game, throwing down some huge dunks. And I wasn't sure the rim would even survive in that first half.
And I can't wait to see what he has in store during this second half. Some of those jams were downright absurd.
So with George on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. Jackson is the point with Kennard on the wing. Robert Covington out there with Batum. And it's man in at the 3, the small forward. Batum with the steal. Here's Covington. The shot misses. And Phoenix the other way now.
And guys, talk about the production that Covington brings to the table.
Yeah, he's been with quite a few teams, but he's been a starter most of his career. His presence on the defensive end, getting to the rim and scoring it, has been a treat.
Kennard for 3. Nailed from three-point land.
We've seen Kennard steadily increase his three-point shots. Terrific accuracy here.
Here's Shamet. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Here's Jackson. Man passes to Covington. Craig against Batum. To the inside. And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. Here's Saric. Passes to Shamet. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Here's Man. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet.
Boy, you could see their confidence growing. They have reason to believe.
Yeah, the reason is they tied it up. But it took a lot of focus and a lot of energy. We'll see if they can sustain this effort.
Shamet with it. Here he goes. And there's a whistle. That goes on Landry Shamet. That's his first foul.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
And the Suns call their first time out of the game. The Clippers have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Pass to Kennard. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Jackson, that's good. Jackson's got his first basket.
Nice find by Luke. Shows good vision in both half court and in transition.
Shamet on the wing. Defended by Batum. Craig passes to Saric. He gets it in there.
And how about capitalizing there in close? Saric has the touch to take advantage from just about anywhere.
Jackson kicks to Kennard. Off target from outside.
There was a mix-up defensively. Left him all alone. He just couldn't hit it.
And the call will be against Luke Kennard. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Lee against Kennard. Nifty move. And Lee with the stuff.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
This is a close-knit group. They feed off one another's energy.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
But not every point guard can give you that, the ability to finish with that level of authority.
And Kennard wide open. He shoots. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. And it's a three-point Clipper lead. The Suns have gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. 1:02 left in the third quarter. Kicks it out to Johnson. The tray. Batum grabs the miss. Now the Clippers with it. They're on a 12-4 run right now. Here's Kennard. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. Here's the three. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. And here is Craig. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Over Kennard. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
And it's a completely new group for Los Angeles. And the Suns here with a different look. Ayton, he's checked in for Saric. Bridges comes in for Johnson. Devin Booker, he's checked in for Damian Lee. And it's Paul in for Landry Shamet. Morris with the screen for George. Sinks the three-pointer. George has got the lead up to 4 now for Los Angeles.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
This was obviously a focal point coming out of the break. Look smart when the shots are going down.
Impressive at using the pick and roll. Ayton slips well to the basket after setting that screen.
It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. Clippers lead by 2. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
This is why you preach teamwork. Some of the most spectacular plays are the ones where guys are feeding off one another.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. On the court now for the Suns, getting going here in the fourth. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Torrey Craig is out there with DeAndre Ayton, and it's Bridges in at the threesome.
Seems like every year Kawhi Leonard averages around 6 or 7 free throws a game, about the same as KD and LeBron.
Now here's Paul. Booker right side, and there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
And just a loss of concentration there, and they're going to pay for it with the over and back.
When you're thinking about the next play, rather than being in the moment, these kinds of mistakes happen.
Outside, George. And that comes off the assist by John Wall. Wall's got 3 assists in the game. Now Paul. Beyond the arc. It's hauled in by Zubac. Clippers leading by 7. To the middle. Morris finds George. Inside. Here's Zubac. Out to Morris. Just 5 on the clock. Zubats, that's good. And the Clippers lead by 9.
If you came to watch a scoring battle, you're in the right place.
Yeah, both teams trying to close out strong. These are the fireworks that fans came to see.
Here's Booker. And that time, also a missed shot. And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. They lead by their biggest margin of the game, 9. Great open look there. George has got 9 points now in just the second half.
What I like here, even with the big lead, they continue to execute their offense.
They've taken nothing for granted. You can see they're playing the moment rather than the score.
All the energy is on the other side right now, and every miss just makes it worse.
You know what? This has always been a debate. Do you take the timeout, or do you let your guys try to fight through it?
Ayton throws it down.
And dropping the sledgehammer there, he curbs a 10-0 run by the Clippers.
And Chris Paul picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Jay Crowder's checked in for Torrey Craig. Phoenix on defense. Wall looking for an opening. Outside, George puts up a 3. It doesn't go for him. So Phoenix will take it the other way. And here's Booker from the arc. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Booker. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Ball against Wall. And that one drops for him. Wall's got the lead up to 12 now for the Clippers.
Inside, outside, it doesn't matter. Like how Wall attacks and looks to score when the opportunity presents itself.
Here's Booker, and the dunk by Booker.
And guys, you don't think this fella can do some major damage if he gets an opening to the rim.
G8, they just learned that lesson the hard way. They better put a little bit more effort into their D the next time.
The defense has to feel real embarrassed right now. They totally got schooled on that highlight reel play.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. The 3 from George. It's hauled in by the Suns. Crowder feeling it out a bit. He kicks it to Bridges. Here's Booker. And the dunk by Booker.
And there he goes, Booker, showing off the vert.
They can burn some clock if they want to.
And get a little breather as well. And now as the clock ticks down, this is going to end up as a solid victory here for the Clippers.
And it may be a comfortable win for them, but, you know, they had to weather a few storms along the way, and that's all part of the story.
Yeah, Kevin, this was by no means the runaway that it might appear to be. It was a scrappy performance, though, all the way through.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for George.
High-level shot making, what we got a chance to witness. He responded to good defense with better offense time and time again.
And it's Devin Booker with the rebound. From deep. Again, the miss by Booker. On offense, here are the Clippers. They're on a 17-6 run. And that one's good, George.
And you know they feel good giving their fans a show here while taking care of business.
They're going to win by a nice margin. The effort was there all night.
And he's been passive today, but maybe that's what he needs to get him going, because for them to be successful, he's got to be a little more selfish.
Here's George. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. Some good moments throughout this one, but they had the... Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's good.
play. It should be a physical one tonight, Grant, particularly on the glass.
Yeah, bring your hard hat. This is going to be a physical game indeed. Both sides are used to generating extra possessions with their rebounding, so I'm curious to see which club wins that battle.
The starters for the Memphis Grizzlies. Bain and Brooks out on the wing. Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. And it's Morant in at the point guard position. Jackson can't get it to go.
I thought he had that all sewn up, but somehow the defense just threw him off.
And that one's good.
Nice pass. Such a unique talent on both ends. That time Booker showing us his vision.
Morant against Paul. Jackson with room to fire, and Ayton pulls it down.
All alone from mid-range. You got to think he's kicking himself.
Bridges with it. Checked by Brooks. Back to Bridges. Outside for Booker. Misses the three.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
One thing you notice about these Suns, RJ, many of them are considered strong two-way talents.
And that is such a list for your team. Having guys that can get it done on both sides of the floor instead of trying to balance a lineup of just pure specialists.
Now here's Crowder. Back to Paul. 4 on the clock. Elbow shot on the way. That one a little long.
See, that miss right there. It's why teams try to avoid the mid-range jumper these days.
Outside Bain from downtown. And a great assist by Morant as that one goes.
And you see the unselfishness from Morant, wanting to share that ball with any open teammate.
Paul passes to Booker. Bridges outside. Out left to the wing. Outside Booker. This one for 3. Fires in the triple.
What focus from Booker. He was dead set on hitting that three-point answer.
Morant against Paul. Outside for Brooks. And the foul on Chris Paul. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Morant with the bucket.
The team first mindset of Jackson, willing to get the ball to his open guys.
For Phoenix, they've gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. Now here's Paul. Pass to Bridges. It's Booker on the wing. Just 5 on the clock. The Suns need to get off a shot. Crowder. That shot off. Now the Grizzlies take it the other way.
It took Jay Crowder some time to get noticed as a young player. He wasn't widely recruited out of high school. He finally broke out in the last year of college.
And here's Morant outside. And again, it's Memphis with a 3.
Look, when you're as explosive as Ja, then opponents are going to let you take shots from deep.
Ball passes to Booker. Fires the 3. The rebound by Jackson. Crowder took that big leap forward at Marquette. He was named the Big East Player of the Year, Richard.
Yeah, and even with that recognition, he didn't go until the second round of the 2012 draft. But it didn't take long to see that he was a well-suited player for this league.
1:31 left to play in the first. Outside Morant. Here he goes. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. It's going to be on DeAndre Ayton.
The speed and athleticism of Morant is a tough combination to guard, which is why he gets fouled.
And Morant drops them both.
And it's a luxury to have a great shooter like him at the line. Very rarely see him miss.
Here's Paul. Looking for his first basket still in this one. To stop the run, Booker, the pass to Ayton. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Outside Morant. And another miss by Memphis. The Suns trailing. Doubled by Jackson. Crowder, the pass to Booker. Out of bounds. It'll be Memphis's ball.
That pass wandered off target. Can't lose focus on the little bitty things.
For Memphis, they've gone just 3 for 7 here at the start. Moran against Paul. Now here's Bain, guarded closely. Shoots over Booker, and the shot is good off the backboard. Bain's got 6 points.
It's fun for us to sit back and watch him go to work, but that's our job, not the defense's. They left him too open on that play.
Now here's Booker. Back to Paul. Over Morant. And Booker with the jam.
And with his skill, you kind of forget that Booker is 6'5" and can get to the rim with ease.
Paul against Morant. Outside Bain. The 3 is up. Knocks down the triple. He's got 9.
And we talk about the importance of versatility. He's really got it all on the offensive end.
And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies. They have a nice 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. A big difference in shooting percentage.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Suns Youth Dance Team.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for Memphis. And Phoenix has possession. They trail by 9. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Crowder and Ayton the bigs. And it's Bridges in at the 3. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Suns. Memphis has gone 3 of 5 from the perimeter in this game. And the dunk by Jackson.
Nice job completing the break. Triple J gets the points.
Booker, the pass to Crowder. Paul against Morant. That's good from Paul. On the assist from Crowder. Paul's got his first points of the game.
Just outstanding distribution. This is the kind of team chemistry that you love to see.
Here's Morant. And then Morant with the jam.
And man, does Morant put on a show. He's got such insane athleticism.
Paul against Morant. It's Booker on the wing. Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. And Booker with the jam.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
And that could be the spark they needed to make a little run as they try to even this thing up.
Three-pointer, Brooks. Tries again. Adams. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
And on the offensive end, this is how Adams hurts you. You have to be aware of where he is at all times.
And here's Paul. Now Bridges. 6 on the shot clock. It's Booker on the wing. Launches it. Adams grabs the miss.
He came out today planning to do as much damage from three-point range as possible. Well, it looks like it's time to change up the plan, guys.
Bain finds Adams. And that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm. Well, Richard, as a former player yourself, what's your take on stars demanding trades and jumping around the league so much?
It's tough because I've seen the other thing happen to stars. Blake Griffin re-signs with the Clippers. They show him videos of putting his jersey in the rafters, and then he's traded a year later. So I think everybody has to figure out what is best for them, but you also have to try as an individual and as a professional to fulfill your obligations. And I think trades can be someplace in the middle of that. The thing I love about Chris Paul is that he is so focused on making his teammates better. Every team would love to have a floor general like that.
Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish. Here's Paul. The Grizzlies pull it in. And here's the fast break. And then Morant with the dunk.
It's been all about Ja tonight. Can score in so many different ways.
Phoenix has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. Here's Booker. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
What you have to admire about Devin Booker is how much he scores the rock, as well as all the different ways he's able to finish.
And Booker is a guy you can lean on to help shoulder the offensive load, Richard.
Yeah, he's comfortable taking a lot of shots for his team. He's a volume shooter for a reason, because he understands how to score at an efficient clip, too.
Fires top of the key. Jackson can't get it to go. The Suns have gotten 2 of 5 shots to fall this second quarter. Crowder, the pass to Ayton. Oh, it's blocked by Jackson.
Putting that 7'5" wingspan to use. Jackson with great timing on the rejection.
Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, B.A.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative. Crowder, left side. Back to Paul. Shoots over Morant. Adams grabs the miss.
Most nights this shot would have been his, but the defender gave him just enough trouble.
And it's Morant off the drive, and Ayton pulls it down. Ayton's got 4 rebounds now. Booker for 3. And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Booker. There's 39 seconds left to play in the first half of basketball. And the foul on Chris Paul. That'll be a second foul of the game. And it's a completely new group for the Suns. Jones with the ball. Pass to Williams. Let's go with a 3. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
When he has that much space, he's a pretty good bet to nail the 3.
Well, Phoenix is shooting poorly at only 28%. Here's Shamet. Conchar pulls it in.
Might like a do-over there. Quality look inside.
Now here's Green. And the basket is good. And the Grizzlies lead by 20.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
That's a great possession. Put your best players in a position to succeed.
Ja Morant, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the Grizzlies. 8 points in the quarter, showing how effective he can be. All right, stick around. We'll be right. There wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Oh, a fantastic game from Ja Morant in this one.
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of offense, and that's how he likes it.
He always wants to be a go-to guy for them. I'm sure he'll be calling for the ball even more in this half.
Getting underway in the second half. Here's the 5 for Taylor Jenkins. They've got Danny Green. John Conchar is out there with Tyus Jones. Then it's Xavier Tillman, and it's Williams in at the 4. And there are the Grizzlies with another bucket.
Well, part of the game plan was to neutralize the crowd. And guess what? Mission accomplished.
Oh, yeah, they're doing a terrific job not giving this hostile crowd anything to cheer about.
Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Personal foul.
And he makes the first.
At the line for your Suns.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. Well, Richard, 17 years for you as a player. If you were to give some advice to someone starting their playing career right now, what do you think that would be?
Oh, it would always be get your routine down. Get your pregame routine. Get your summer routine. You got to figure out.
And they want a second opinion on that call. The signal for the coach's challenge has been made.
And even with the coach's challenge in place, we've seen so many of these personal foul calls still disputed even after
the previous play is under review.
There's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls, but at least we have the option to take a second look so the officials can be sure they get it right.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
So they see clear evidence of a bad call, and they're going to overturn it. Probably the right decision.
And give credit to the officials for recognizing the mistake and correcting it. Nobody likes to say they got it wrong, but they fixed it in a hurry.
Now here's Jones. Shot clock at 6. Outside, Williams. Again, the miss by Williams. And here are the Suns now. Craig, unable to get that one. Some solid defense from Williams.
Torrey Craig, first personal foul.
And that one misses.
At the line for the Grizzlies, Tyus Jones. At the line for
the Grizzlies have gone just 1 of 3 in the second half. Pass to Conchar. Puts it up from the high post. He can't get that one to fall. So Phoenix will take it the other way. Craig inside. Williams defending. Oh, there's the alley. And it's out of bounds. Still Phoenix's ball.
He clipped the ball there, but not enough to nab the steal.
That's fine. You love the effort, not making things easy for the opposition on offense.
And for some reason, he decided to foul there.
Yeah, B.A., that's an odd move. Maybe there's something else behind it. You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
And it's a completely new group for the Suns. Outside, Williams. Cranes the triple. Williams has got 6.
When he has enough space, he's more than comfortable letting it fly from outside.
Here's Paul. Pass to Aiden. Back to Paul. Outside for Booker. It's good. The assist that time from Paul. He's got 12.
Instantaneous offense. Booker gets the hot pass and quickly has that shot in the air. All right, here's a tip for the defense in this one. Avoid sending Chris Paul to the line at all costs because he will punish you if you do.
Bridges passes to Paul. It's Booker on the wing, defended by Jones. Back to Paul. Out of bounds. It'll be Memphis's ball. Well, when it comes to free throw shooting, Paul is one of the best in the league.
Well, in 2021, he was the best in the league, hitting 93% of his shots he took from the stripe. You're simply better off letting him take the shot clean.
So Memphis ends up going with a new group. Jackson for 3. On target from range.
That's just unfair. 6'11" Jackson just sinking threes. I guess this is the new NBA.
Here's Paul. Grizzlies with the rebound. Jackson's got his 5th rebound in this one. Memphis has gotten 6 of 11 threes to go in this game. Pass to Adams. 1:51 left in the third quarter. It's hauled in by the Suns. Aiden's got 5 rebounds tonight. For 3, Booker. And that basket makes him 5 for 10. Steady production so far.
Few create shots as easily as Paul does for his teammates. He is just a great setup guy.
Outside Morant. Goes up on the wing. And the Grizzlies get another bucket right there.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You gotta show some fire and keep defending.
Bain against Booker. 3-pointer. Ja Morant grabs the miss. The Grizzlies have gone 4 of 8 in the third. Outside Bain. 3-pointer. And Aiden pulls it down. Aiden's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Back to Bridges. Crowder outside. Pass to Bridges. It's Booker on the wing. The 3 is up. Booker missing again. Memphis has gone 2 for 5 from 3 since halftime. And here's Bain. He's got 9. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
You could just see how in sync they were there.
That's what it takes to pull that off. And down it goes. 2 points.
I love how creative Paul is at penetrating inside. Talented at reading angles and exploiting the holes in the D.
And so it's Memphis continuing to pile it on, up 22 as we...
Fans, please give a big round of applause for your son, you get.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. So it's the Grizzlies now. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Bridges and Crowder holding down the forward spots. And it's Ayton in its center. That's who's out there for Phoenix. Plenty of daylight on that shot. Brooks has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Well, Phoenix is shooting poorly, just 30% so far. Now Paul. It's Booker on the wing. Clock at 4. From deep three-point range. Sinks it. What range from downtown?
Oh, the ever-expanding range of Devin Booker, making you pick him up pretty much at half court.
Morant against Paul. Stolen by Ayton. Here's Crowder. Here's Booker. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Just over a minute played here in the fourth. Outside Morant. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
Showing off that vert. Morant attacks the basket with just such intensity. There's not much any defense can do with it.
Adams finds Jackson. They get it back. It's Adams who hammers it home.
Oh, nothing soft about that.
Was not going to be denied. Just took the dunk that was right in front of him.
And that's his MO. Be physical, get in position for the putback, and throw it down. The defense got to know that's what he's looking to do.
And the Suns miss again. Memphis has gone 7 of 15 from distance in this game. Morant with it, and it's Paul picking him up. Morant, the pass to Jackson. Here's Adams. Pass to Morant from outside the arc. Oh, and Adams, strong finish.
And whenever Adams is aggressive on offense, it helps big time, especially when he's dunking it hard inside.
Somebody help this man. Get this man some help out there. He's doing everything he can to keep his team in the game.
Paul against Morant, and stolen by Bridges. From deep. Pass to Crowder. It's Bridges on the wing. The 3. Nails it from beyond the arc. Bridges has gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Morant against Paul. Now here's Adams. Tight defense on him. Here's Jackson. Tries yet again. Shakes him. And it's Adams missing. Phoenix has gone 2 of 3 from beyond the arc here in the fourth. Here's Ayton driving to the basket. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window.
Yeah, this is where Ayton's comfortable operating, using his height and array of inside moves to his advantage. And what a complete performance we saw from them. A dominant win in every way for the Grizzlies.
I think it was their play in the paint that got them the win tonight.
And the defense seemed powerless to stop them down low, resulting in plenty of high percentage shots for them.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for Ja Morant.
Anytime they needed a bucket, they'd put the ball in his hands and say, go make a play. It was impressive to watch.
Booker for 3, and the Suns get another 3.
Unfortunately for them, they're still going to come up short. You wish they shown this kind of fight earlier.
Too little, too late. That final score will look way closer than how this game actually played out.
Back to Morant. Jackson for three. And another miss by Memphis. Phoenix with the ball. It's been 10 straight unanswered. Jackson against Crowder. Booker for three. Connects from downtown.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
And of course, it helps space the floor, which gives this offense more room to operate.
Morant with it. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Puts up a three. No good that time. And so it's the Grizzlies taking care of business in this one. They have to feel good about this performance. It's one they...
game features two tremendous passing teams, and there should be a lot of fun watching these teams move the ball.
One of the things that strikes you about both of these teams is that they really enjoy playing with one another. Both play an unselfish brand of basketball. The ball is moving, everybody's touching it, and usually that's when the confidence is sky high.
And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. Sliding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. And it's Russell in at the point. Buries it from three-point range.
You have to stay under control and don't let the dwindling shot clock pressure you. For Chris Paul, that's never a problem.
Here's Edwards. Passes it to Towns. Puts the move on, and the dunk by Towns.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with the pass.
Ball against Russell. Kicks it out to Booker. Another three for Phoenix.
Night after night, game after game, Chris Paul understands where to put the ball and when. Nicely done.
Doris, one thing that stood out about the Timberwolves last season was their fast-paced play.
No doubt, Kevin, and you can trace that directly to the head coaching position in Chris Finch. This is a group that loved to push the basketball up the floor, wanted to catch defenses before they had a chance to dig in the half court. And remember, that is the classic mark of a youthful team, particularly one with the athleticism that Anthony Edwards brings.
And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. There's the lob to Towns. An emphatic LU jam.
Unbelievable. That's the big cat. So fluid at the center position.
Paul looking around. And he lobs it up toward the rim. And Ayton throws it down.
What a connection DeAndre Ayton has with his guys. Great timing on the alley-oop.
Pass to Edwards. Drives to the hoop. And it's Ayton with the rebound. Phoenix has gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. The kick out to Crowder. Back to Bridges. He feeds it to Ayton. Towns against Bridges. Paul for 3. Minnesota with the rebound. Lobbed up there for Edwards. And there's the foul on Jay Crowder.
Jay Crowder.
That's his first foul.
Personal foul. First team foul.
And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. And here's Edwards from the arc. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. Got a piece of it. Stolen by McDaniels. Russell passes to Towns. Good, and the assist goes to Russell. And that's now 6 points for Karl Anthony Towns.
Well, just tremendous persistence from Karl Anthony Towns. Even under duress, the ability to stay focused.
Now here's Booker.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
He dishes it to Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
Pretty dime there. The kind of ball movement coaches love to see.
Towns against Crowder. Three-pointer. And it's Towns missing.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Paul kicks to Bridges. Drills it from outside.
Well, in catch-and-shoot opportunities, you've got to have good feet and pre-shot preparation. Mikal Bridges, yes, sir.
McDaniels finds Edwards. That one misses. 3 shots all come up empty. Suns leading by 7. Here's Bridges with the drive, and it's McDaniels with the rebound. And something you always hear about Jaden McDaniels, Doris, is how effortless he makes the game look.
Kev, when I watch this guy play, I feel like he glides through an NBA game. There's a finesse that you don't necessarily see from players his size. He's a handful on the low block. This young man is brimming with potential.
Oh, the lob to Gobert. Out of bounds. Phoenix will take possession.
Listen, turnovers happen. You've got to move on to the next play.
Phoenix has gone 3 of 5 from three-point land so far in the ballgame. All up top, he's guarded by Russell. Paul passes to Booker. Driving to the basket.
This guy is an absolute menace and force on the defensive end. Rudy Gobert says no, sir.
And Towns throws it down.
Want easy looks? Don't allow the defense to set up.
What a beautiful fast break opportunity, and the finish pretty good.
Now here's Paul. To the inside, Crowder. And the officials call goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
Man, that's a tough call for the refs to make there. I'm not sure it was on the way down, but that's how they saw it.
Edwards looking it over. Towns a screen on Booker. Crowder with the steal. Bridges left side. And so it's Phoenix heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. Their shooting has been...
And please give a big round of applause for your Suns Youth Dance Team.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Suns.
Well, they haven't wasted any time getting into a groove from deep, putting up and hitting a healthy amount of three-pointers thus far.
And their assist total, also impressive early, creating with the pass and playing for teammates.
Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Up at forward, they'll have Bridges and Crowder. And it's Ayton in at the 5. So that's the Suns' 5 as we get into the second quarter. Bounce pass from Bridges. Booker outside. Shot clock at 5. That one off the back iron and out.
Boy, a miss like that will drive any scorer crazy, especially with the defender giving a cushion.
And finished off by Gobert.
Well, Anthony Edwards plays with joy, and you love to see him get his teammates involved. Pretty pass.
Booker left side. And there's the call on Devin Booker. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
And the Suns call their first time out of the game. Timberwolves trail by 3. How about this run, Craig, they're on right now? Wow.
I mean, they're just getting to their spots and executing, really keeping things simple.
Just great recognition from the athletic big man. Gobert finish off the nice pass.
Booker with the screen for Paul. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's on Anthony Edwards.
First team foul.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Teams nowadays tracking deflections in addition to steals. Were they something you were aware of when you played defense, Greg?
Even if they weren't tracked, they were valued. And I remember early in my career, that was something with the Knicks that would always emphasize, because deflections were a true indicator of activity, especially defensively.
If he's that close to the cup, Rudy Gobert knows how to finish.
Paul dishes to Booker. Outside Crowder. Back to Booker. Here's Ayton. Here's Paul. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. The Timberwolves trail. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. It is hard to forget the crazy draft night for Bridges in 2018. Drafted 10th by his hometown Sixers, his mom was an employee with the team. But he was traded an hour later to Phoenix. He says, it was tough, but once I came here, I loved it. Group of guys we had, I knew I wanted to be here. And they are sure glad they got him, Kevin.
They are indeed, no doubt. D.A., thank you. Edwards against Booker.
To me, that's about the length and strength of upper body by Karl Anthony Towns. He's just destroying people with his defense.
First team foul.
Phoenix calls timeout.
And how about the impact Anthony Edwards has had?
This guy's a real game changer on the floor. Scores it at a high clip, can play big inside and play big outside. Does everything on the floor with a passion, with a joy, and with a flair.
Russell kicks to Edwards. And Edwards with the stop.
What you love about D'Angelo Russell, he can impact winning with both his scoring and his passing.
Booker outside. Quarter number 2, around 3 minutes gone by.
2 minutes.
5 on the clock. Bridges outside. Kicks it out to Paul. Looking for Ayton. He gets it in there. Second shot opportunity. Doesn't go for him. And Minnesota now the other way. Paul with the steal. Booker inside. Gobert on him. It's going to be out of bounds. The Suns will retain possession. And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. And there's the call on Karl Anthony Towns. That is his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. Third team foul.
We've got 1:23 left to play here in the half. With 3, Booker. Rebounded by the Timberwolves.
He is just not taking smart shots out there, a pattern he has fallen into tonight.
Here's Towns, and Towns throws it down.
Exactly what you love to see from Cat, that aggressiveness, that assertiveness on the backboards.
The shot's good from Paul.
Unselfishness can be infectious. Terrific teamwork.
And there's the foul on Jay Crowder. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Phoenix on defense. Edwards passes to Gobert. Timberwolves passing it around. And finished off by Gobert.
Gobert has a thin frame, but make no mistake, he is physical and he relishes contact.
All against Russell. From the top of the key. That one wide left. Minnesota leading by 5. With the crossover and the slam dunk by Russell.
Well, that's the ball handling skills of D'Angelo Russell on display. How crafty at finding ways to score.
Gobert with the block.
And this will be the last possession of the quarter if they're patient.
Well, it's amazing. If you finish quarters the right way, it can have such a great impact on the outcome of a game.
And they got to bring the double team.
The Timberwolves shooting their first foul shot of the game.
And just to mention, a season ago, they were very comfortable at the line, hitting about 78% of their free throws.
Well, Karl Anthony Towns has always had a burden on his shoulders offensively, and he has the skill set to be able to handle it gracefully. Have to love the ball distribution. Keep everyone involved.
Here's Russell. And so it's Minnesota in the drive. All right, David, thank you.
21. The Timberwolves, 29.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books, 1 half to go. And what can you say? Towns, an impressive effort here.
In those first 2 quarters, he was pretty much an automatic bucket getter if he got it down low on the block.
Well, you can see why they would continue to play through him. He was tough to stop, super assertive down low. Just great work.
On the court for Minnesota. Backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. 2 big men inside, Towns and Gobert. And it's McDaniels in at the 3. Russell dishes to Towns. Count that one as his 7th make in 8 attempts. A scorching 88%.
Well, the team leans into his ability to carry the offense. And right now, Karl Anthony Towns is a problem for the defense.
On the wing, Booker. Edwards defending. Out that one in, and the Timberwolves lead is cut down to 6 points. That one good from Devin Booker. Outside Edwards. Got it. Good job in the low post. Edwards got 6.
Such a multi-talented threat on the offensive end, and you love his confidence.
Russell against Paul. He kicks to Booker. Back to Paul. Gobert with the block. Edwards against Booker. Over to the wing. McDaniels passes to Towns. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. Suns trail by 8. And they go to the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Ball outside. The dish to Ayton. Kicks it out to Paul. Clock is at 3. For 3, Booker. And it's Russell with the rebound. And it's Russell with the ball. He'll bring it up for Minnesota.
Boy, with the kind of motor Edwards plays with, doesn't give the defense much of a chance to catch him in transition. Nicely done, Anthony.
Booker outside. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Anthony Edwards. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
And looking at that replay again, just a big-time block right there.
Yeah, quick thinking pays off big. What a block.
The shot's good from Paul.
Well, DeAndre Ayton is a team-first guy, and boy, does he set up the open man.
Edwards kicks to Towns. There's the triple. Phoenix grabs the miss. Ayton's got his 4th rebound in this one. Bridges passes to Paul. The feed to Crowder. Kicks it out to Paul from downtown. Minnesota with the rebound.
And you can tell right there, the defense is totally fine with him shooting that. That's not his game.
Here's Russell. Here's Towns. Out to Russell. The 3. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. Ayton's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Booker the pass to Crowder. Edwards with it. Now guarded by Booker. Here's Towns. The pass to Gobert. Russell with it. And the layup's good off the glass. Russell's got the lead up to 10 now for the Timberwolves.
Boy, Rudy Gobert, usually the recipient of that kind of pass. That was nicely done, Rudy.
Booker the pass to Bridges. Good ball movement here by the Suns. Takes it out to Booker. Launches it. And the 3 ball is good. Booker's got 10 points.
Well, this is very much the definition of a shooting guard. Booker always looking to rise and fire from range.
There's the lob to Towns. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. Crowder the pass to Booker. Feeds it to Ayton. It's stolen by Gobert. And Chris Paul picks up the foul. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Phoenix calls timeout.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
And the question they're going to have to answer to me is it a problem with the scheme or is it a problem with matchups?
Here's Russell. Pass to McDaniels. Out to Russell. For 3, Edwards. No good. Now the Suns take it the other way. We've got 22 seconds left here in the 3rd quarter. In the corner, it's Bridges. Passes it to Crowder. Over Towns. That one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Crowder. 7 seconds left to play in the 3rd. Minnesota shooting their second and third free throws tonight.
Second team foul.
And he can't get the first one.
Well, D'Angelo Russell is a dynamic scorer in the NBA. He's got a unique skill set at the position. The key is he's got to continue to grow as a decision maker.
And Paul puts up a deep three, and that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves going into the break with a 10-point lead, and they've done it. The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Suns trail by 10. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Ayton is the pivot, and Crowder slides in at the 4. And it's Bridges in at the small forward. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Suns. Booker outside. Lets the 3 fly. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in.
When you're a player like Devin Booker, whether you're playing with the ball or in this instance without, your instinct is I'm going to rise and fire on the catch.
Edwards kicks to Towns from deep. Good for his 9th make and just 12 shots. That's an even 75% shooting.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
On the wing, Booker. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Well, there's an activity level and a skill level that makes Devin Booker problematic on the offensive end. He dares defenders to get physical with him.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
The way he's shooting free throws tonight, you simply don't want to put him there.
Outside, Edwards. And stolen by Booker. Russell against Paul. Kicks it out to Booker. Back to Paul. Ayton trying to break free. Count them one. And the Timberwolves lead has been cut down now to just 6. And the basket from Chris Paul. Edwards finds Gobert. And Edwards with the stop.
Goodness, Anthony Edwards. Always on the attack. This guy is just so dynamic.
Now here's Paul. At the top of the key, Ayton. Booker against Edwards. Towns with the steal. Back to Edwards. Over Booker. Bridges with the steal. Paul left side. Down low. Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
Ayton uses his length to his advantage. No doubt on the dunk.
And there's the call on Devin Booker. That'll be his second foul of the game.
First team foul.
Fourth quarter of play. We're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Here's Edwards, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Hard work pays off right there. Anthony Edwards finds himself in the paint and draws contact.
Hits one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line. And here's Ayton. He'll bring it up for the Suns. To the middle. Here's Crowder. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That one is on Towns.
I just have so much respect for how Jay Crowder plays the game. This guy works so hard for every single minute he's out there, and you love seeing that.
Timberwolves leading by 5. Pass to Russell. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Gobert, no good. For Phoenix, they've gotten all 3 of their shots to drop here in the fourth quarter. They came out of the break on a roll. On the wing, Bridges, defended by Towns. Suns keep it alive. Ball outside, lock at 6. Phoenix needs to get off his shot. And Crowder slams it in.
Listen, we know that Crowder's work ethic is tremendous. So in these opportunities, he's ready.
Out to the wing. far side. Towns connects from three-point range. Towns has got a couple of three-pointers now in the fourth for the Timberwolves. Paul dishes to Crowder. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. Sit out to Booker. This one for three. Another three for Phoenix.
Devin Booker with the big shot. He may be young, but he's got big-time game.
Russell passes to Gobert. Russell looking around. Dishes it to Towns. Fires for three. That shot is off. Now the Suns take it the other way. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Edwards against Booker. To the wing right side. Ayton finds Booker. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
And you can tolerate gaffes like that sometimes, but in a close game, man, I tell you what, that really hurts.
There's 38 seconds left in the fourth quarter. They'll be trying to take as much time off the clock as they can.
Exactly. Expect to see longer possessions from this point on.
.35 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Here's Towns going inside. It counts.
When your stars shine bright in the toughest moments, Towns the look of a superstar.
Towns is doubled. Edwards passes to Gobert. Back to Edwards. Towns kicks to Russell. Right wing. 5 to shoot. Jacks up a three. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. For three, Bridges. It's off. And so the Timberwolves take the win. A truly gutsy performance away from home.
You know,
This should be an active game. Two squads that really move the ball well and share the load offensively, Brent.
Well, we got some great playmakers out here, BA, so it's a multitude of guys who are going to be able to survey the floor, maybe make that backdoor play or that lob pass to the rim. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Now the opening lineup for the Los Angeles Clippers. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubac play together in the front court, and it's Wall in at the point guard position. And Phoenix has possession following the score by the Clippers. Ayton against Zubac. Pass to Crowder. Crowder a screen on George. Booker, good.
And this is the type of play where Devin Booker is going to gain a lot of confidence and might start getting aggressive.
Morris, a screen on Booker from 20 feet. Pulled the shot a little left. The bounce goes his way, though.
That's just tremendous scoring instinct. So fun to watch him work in the half court. And the standout skill of Paul George is the fact that on both ends of the court, he's going to affect the outcome of the game.
Paul. Morris against Booker. And here's Crowder from the arc. Oh, drew the foul and almost hit the three-point bucket. But he'll head to the line for three.
Crowder not afraid at any time of getting contact.
And George is the kind of versatile player that every team is looking for, Brent.
BA, with all of that experience, he's able to switch on so many different guys, and he understands what it is they're trying to do. And then on the offensive end, he just scores in a myriad of ways. He's hitting threes, he's driving, he's dunking, he's making plays. PG, the complete package.
It's Booker on the wing. Takes a three. Rebound by the Clippers. Tipped away. Stolen by Ayton. Back to Crowder. Bridges outside. Crowder outside. Left side Booker. From deep three-point range. That one doesn't drop. And Los Angeles the other way now. To the inside. Here's Wall. And Ayton pulls it down.
For him, it's harder to miss that shot than it is to make that shot. I think he was anticipating a bit of a bump there.
Crowder, the pass to Booker. Crowder, a screen on Morris. Throws it up high. Trying to go for a lob there. Excellent defense and anticipation to stop it. Here's Wall. It's good. And the assist that time from Leonard.
Well, Leonard drawing all the attention there. That's opening up some passing lanes, and guys are finding seams.
Wall against Paul. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
The defensive effort was lacking a bit, but hey, give him credit for finding a weakness there.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
And being that Wall as a point guard, it's his responsibility to facilitate. Just a terrific dime right there.
Paul finds Bridges. Got it. Already 5 lead changes here.
Speaks to how evenly matched these teams have been thus far.
After a tough decade for the Suns between 2010 and 2020, they are once again a team to be reckoned with in the NBA, Brent.
Oh, man, the cachet of talent that this roster has is tremendous. And this team really came together in a hurry, and they're going to be a force for the next few years to come. As long as passes are in that area, Ayton's going to get up and go down.
Pass to Leonard. Back to Wall. Out to Leonard. Now George. He's guarded by Bridges. 5 to shoot. The Clippers got to hurry. Late clock here. Leonard for 3. And Booker pulls it down. The Suns leading. Bridges left side. And 1:01 left to play in the first quarter.
Well, he passes to the wide open man. Bridges developing some team chemistry.
The Clippers have gone 4 of 7, shooting a solid percentage. Wall, the pass to George. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Seems like this offense is being executed the way it was designed.
Yeah, I'm sure Coach couldn't be happier with the results.
Oh, Morris with a steal. Out of bounds. It'll be Suns ball. For Phoenix, they've gotten 5 of 7 shots to fall. Booker against George. Booker goes in.
Devin Booker knows he's going to get the defense's attention right there, so he relies on being a little bit nimble to get the shot off.
At the line for your Suns.
Both free throws good from Booker.
Well, when he gets into a groove at the free throw line, it doesn't just last for tonight. This might be 2 weeks, 2 months, something like that.
Leonard with a screen on Paul. Shot clock and game clock, 1 second differential. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Good scorers have that ability. When Leonard gets that deep, it's usually a bucket, a trip to the free throw line, or both.
And Leonard drops them both. Phoenix has gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. Paul passes to Booker. Ayton, a screen on George. And Booker, here we go. George with a steal.
Devin Booker, first personal foul. Second team.
No doubt one of the best two-way threats on any NBA floor. Leonard remains hungry to keep adding to his title collection.
And stolen by Booker. The scoring is fast and furious as we end the first. The Suns on top.
Fans, please give a big round of applause for your Suns youth dance team.
Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going so far for the Suns.
They've done a great job establishing an inside presence. Now that'll open up more options offensively throughout the remainder of the game.
Love the passing that they displayed at the start of the game. Great ball movement that's opening up some chances without really getting deep into the execution.
The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Crowder and Ayton the bigs. And it's Bridges in at the 3 spot. That's the Suns 5 as we get into the second quarter. In transition, here come the Clippers. Ball no good. And Phoenix has possession. They lead by 4. Booker. Here's Ayton. Pass to Booker. Clock at 6. 4-3. It's rebounded by Zubats.
I know he's on a cold streak, but he can't let that get in his head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts. But otherwise, the mindset is, I just got to get the next one to go. And you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself. I've gotten used to Devin Booker putting up huge numbers, so a 40-point game for him feels like another day at the office.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Thank you, Brian. Well, Paul George has certainly endured his share of criticism in the past, but he said, quote, "I can't worry about that. It comes with the job. I am who I am. They can judge me on what they want. I'm going to go out there and hoop and give it everything I've got." And guys, he brings a lot to the table.
No question. He is elite, Allie. Thank you. George passes to Wall. And the big finish by Wall.
An athletic display by Wall, letting the defense know he can own the rim.
For Phoenix, they've gotten 2 of 5 shots to fall this second quarter. Well, you talk about Booker's high-powered offense. He's a rare member of the 70-point club with only 5 other players in NBA history. Brent, you got Wilt, Kobe, David Thompson, Elgin Baylor, and David Robinson.
Man, B.A., if you could sit down at a table to talk about your 70-point night, I'd like to be a server at that table.
And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Booker.
Unforced turnovers. They'll drive your coach insane.
The Clippers trail. Poke loose. To the middle. Here's Paul. And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they will count the bucket.
Well, at least the D was going for it, but he got to the ball just a moment late.
Time called here. Los Angeles decides to talk it over. For Los Angeles, they've gotten only 1 of 4 shots to go in. Outside Wall. And there's the drive. And the big finish by Wall.
Not many guys can score on the move like Wall. A true slasher. Gets inside with ease and has a bunch of ways to finish.
Now here's Booker. He has 7. And he lobs it up top. And the ball out of play. The Clippers will have it.
Well, still a few years out, but the Clippers have to be excited about moving into their own arena in 2024. So much innovation has gone into the design of the building, and it just looks incredible.
Here's Leonard. Give him 8 points now. The 3. The Suns clear it.
Well, the D really getting away with one there. No one on him. And that's going to be good 9 out of 10 times.
Paul with the bucket. Amen. And the Clippers felt they needed to build their own arena to establish some identity.
Yeah, no doubt about it that they could be their own franchise away from the shared building with the Lakers. And for so long in LA, they've been treated as sort of the second-rate team, and that just shouldn't happen. So having their own arena, it's moving them well into the right direction.
Here's Paul after the Clippers picking up a basket just a moment ago. Pass to Crowder. 4 on the clock. Got a piece of it. They recover it. For Los Angeles, they've gone 3 for 7 here in the second quarter. Leonard finds Morris. George outside. Stolen by Booker. It's a one-on-one situation. Crowder outside. Booker with it. And Booker with the jam.
And Devin Booker at 6'5", cleared for takeoff.
Los Angeles has gone 0 for 4 from beyond the arc here in the second quarter. And stolen by Paul. And there's the whistle. And I think that was a clear path foul there. Yep, the offense will get one shot at the line and retain possession. That's good from Paul.
What do you say about CP3 other than this guy is an all-timer? You think about guys down the stretch who you have run your offense, CP3 has to be mentioned up there.
And it's a completely new group for the Suns. And stolen by Leonard. Knocked away. That's his 3rd basket in 5 shots. Solid work.
And sometimes it just feels like Leonard enjoys converting on the difficult shots. It feels like backbreakers to the opponents.
Now here's Payne. Pass to Shaman. Back to Payne. Shoots over Wall. And it's out of bounds. Still Phoenix's ball. And it's a completely new group for the Clippers.
Substitution on the court.
There's 21 seconds left to play in the second quarter. Payne, the pass to Johnson. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
Payne just opening things up for this offense by moving the ball.
Pass to Kennard. And that one good.
And you like the balance here. Not just falling in love with the 3-ball.
And stolen by Covington. Oh, what a performance by Chris Paul. He's been the story for the Suns. 8 points in the quarter, showing how effective he can be. Back after this. We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball left in this one. Chris Paul having a dominant impact in this game.
He's been on the attack, playing hard and going right to the rim.
Yeah, nice job of carving his way to the inside with some ease. Not much resistance out there.
Checking out the group for Ty Lue to start the second half. Jackson and Kennard, the guards. Robert Covington is out there with Nicholas Batum. And it's man in at the 3. And the league finally moving to curtail take fouls in transition. Do you like the change?
Well, I think everybody's ready for that. The best part of NBA action, BA, as you know, is fast break basketball. So to get more 3-on-2s or 3-on-1s, lob plays, and guys taking off and throwing down monster dunks, I'm all for it.
And here are the Suns now, after the Clippers picking up a basket just a moment ago. Payne Payne, pass to Sharich. And Sharich throws it down.
And Payne just playing eyes-up basketball, seeing that opportunity.
Suns foul. Landry Shamet. First personal foul. First team foul.
And for those tuning in, we're about a minute into this second half. There's the triple. And Kennard with the three. Kennard's got 7 points in the game.
And as long as Kennard keeps knocking down those threes, he's going to get more opportunity.
Payne against Jackson. Payne with the bucket. And the Suns lead by 11.
You're not going to get stops against him unless you give an effort.
The 2021-22 season felt like a lost one for the Clippers. Kawhi and Paul George both hurt.
So true. I mean, but BA, those two together, healthy, are scary. A finals level duo. It kind of shows you how you can plan, build an awesome roster, but injuries can derail it all.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. The NBA last season celebrated its 75th anniversary and announced the 75 greatest players in NBA history, gathering the living greats during the All-Star break. A lot of history, but Commissioner Silver said we're a pretty young league when you think about it. Brian, I guess it's all relative.
Indeed. Thanks for that, Allie.
And good recognition from Reggie, open teammate.
Payne against Jackson. Pass to Shamet. And here's Johnson. 5 on the clock. And Covington, here we go. No good on the triple. The Suns have gone 3 of 3 in the second half. Driving inside. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
And Sharich, just one of those European players that comes over with the fundamentals. Beautiful play there.
Kennard outside. Fires from deep. Buries it from 3. He's got 12.
Defensive mix-up there. He's the last guy you want to leave open.
There's the screen by Johnson. There's the 3. Knocks down the long J.
Oh, you gotta love the back and forth, showing real confidence at the arc.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
Kennard can't get it to go.
Clippers foul. Robert Covington. First personal foul. First team foul.
And such a heartbreak last year as the Phoenix Suns had the opportunity to return to the finals, and it just felt like they were destined to get back there. That was their most wins in the season in franchise history, and it just didn't play out that way.
And the Clippers going with a whole new group out there.
Like a matador. Olay! There was no defense. That has to be one of the easier shots I've seen tonight.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
George. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. It's on Dario Saric.
And not afraid that time as PG goes right at the defense to make that play happen.
Phoenix making some changes. The Suns' regular season dominance last year speaks to this team's strength.
Oh, yeah, they are so tight between the connection of the coaching staff and their point guard and CP3. These guys have talent. They've been through the ups and downs. They know what it takes to get to the top of the mountain. Make no mistake, this Phoenix team is playing to win it.
Here's Crowder, and Crowder with the jam.
Don't see that much from Crowder, off the bounce and attacking to make the score.
Knocked loose. Paul with a steal. In transition, here come the Suns. Hey, in 6 attempts, he's made 5. Talk about efficiency. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for the Suns?
Well, their D has been a major story tonight. I mean, those steals and putting pressure on the ball, clogging the passing lanes, impressive.
Something else that has stood out is their up-tempo offense. And these guys have been on the track all game long. They're creating high-percentage looks, getting out there on the fast break.
Here's George, following the score by Phoenix. There's 31 seconds left in the third.
LA foul. Kawhi Leonard. First personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for your side.
That's good from Bridges.
Mikael Bridges is one of those guys who maybe is a jack of all trades and master of nothing, willing to do whatever it takes to help the team win.
The Clippers have gone 4 of 9 in the third quarter. And here's Zubac outside. It's hauled in by the Suns. And there's the foul. It's on Ivica Zubac. So that'll be a second foul of the game. We're in the bonus. We'll go to the line to shoot 2. That free throw no good.
And Booker just one of these guys who's calculating on the offensive end. He's trying to figure out what defenses are doing. He's always working hard to find shots, and he's going to influence the game with the way he can produce.
Morris passes to Zubac. Here's George. Oh, no good again that time. From deep. No good on the buzzer beater. And so it's Phoenix with a commanding 22-point lead.
And please give a big round of applause.
All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Well, a great job with the eyes. And what separates great playmakers, as we note, is peripheral vision.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Bridges and Crowder holding down the forward spots. And it's Ayton in at the center position. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Suns. Releases. Here's Leonard. And the basket's good with the assist from Wall. Wall's got 3 assists in the game.
Now you settle in and you watch the show coming from Kawhi as he's filling it up and doing it in a lot of ways.
Now here's Paul. Outside Booker. Takes it inside. And Booker with the jam.
Booker sometimes can come up with those. He can be an impressive dunker.
Wall, the pass to Morris. Lets it go from deep. And no good. And Phoenix the other way now. Here's Bridges. Crowder outside. Pass to Booker. Crowder a screen on George. Here's Booker. Misses off the left iron. The Clippers have gotten half of their attempts to fall in the fourth. 2 for 4 now.
Paul George not waiting around, wanting to get out in transition, run the floor, and become a dangerous weapon on the perimeter.
And here's Paul. And here's Ayton. He's guarded by Zubac. Ayton passes to Booker. Back to Ayton. And Ayton, throw it down.
How about Ayton going up there and showing off a little bit of his skill with the half turn.
Leonard outside. Launches a 3. Sinks it from distance.
He's not the reason that they're trailing in this one. He's been on his game. It's a few of the other guys that need to pick it up.
Booker against George. Now here's Ayton. He's closely guarded. Back to Booker. 6 to shoot. And they waste no time getting those 3 points back. And the Suns lead by 20.
Well, anytime that somebody scores, Devin Booker's the first option. He comes back and drills that one.
Crowder with a steal. Pass to Bridges. Here's Paul. Here's the 3. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Zubac has got 4 rebounds in the game. Now here's Morris. Zubac finds Leonard. Lets a 3 fly. Nails it. He's now 6 for 8 from the floor.
He has the touch to do some damage from 3-point distance.
A minute 42 left in the fourth quarter. Now Paul. Outside Booker. An absolute bomb from 3-point range. Booker Booker's got 8 points here in the quarter.
And let's face it, this one was never really in question. They came out with purpose and just overwhelmed the opposition. A great win for the Suns.
Pretty clear who the better team was today. They dominated in just about every phase of this game, Grant.
BA, it's almost hard to think what didn't go well for them. Their plan, their execution, everything was absolutely on point.
And we get spoiled sometimes, but we should take a second to appreciate what a sensational performance this has been for Devin Booker.
And with all these assists, it's obvious how well that he can see the entirety of the floor out there. If an easy bucket is to be had, he'll find it.
Man, showing some terrific range.
Great shooting from Booker. He keeps getting better, that time from way outside.
George, right side. Takes the three. Yes, and it's Leonard with the assist that time.
These teams are finding the range, showing a lot of confidence.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
Paul, shot is off. Wall against Paul.
Oh, my goodness!
I did not know he could get up like that.
You have to be kidding me.
Wow, that's how you take things into your own hands. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. And Booker puts up a deep three. Leonard pulls down the board.
It's never easy from that distance, but we see him drill those and shoot around all the time.
Oh, no, I know he can make it, but that's warm-ups, so maybe just a step too far.
Booker for three. Leonard pulls down the board. From deep three-point range, and the Clippers hit again from deep.
Now, going back to his college days, this is one of Leonard's favorite moves, the simple pull-up off the dribble.
And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Paul. So it's the Suns winning this one easily. A competitive game. You have to